YouTube, it's Shelter the Destroyer, and apparently Marvel's coming out with a new Daredevil show? Daredevil Born Again? Do y'all remember the first one? Anyway, grab your snackies, grab your bevies, let me know what you're eating or drinking down below. Let's get to watching. My question is, did they recast him? Because they had the actor for the first Daredevil show being one of like the Spider-Man movies as Matt Murdock. So it's the same cast. Okay. I muted this.
Thank you for finding the time.
Immediately, like 2 seconds in, answer to my question.
I will admit, it's not entirely unpleasant seeing you again.
Was that just like, okay, were they just trying to make him look bigger, or was this just a very narrow table for whatever reason?
Seeing you again.
Like, look how small that table looks.
A lot of time has passed. By the look of it, you've come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
The mayor, sir.
Question. Does this tie into the Netflix one? Sorry. Like, is it, they're just continuing the Netflix one? Since they're using all the same people? And since they already know each other? Kingpin and Matt Murdock, Daredevil, whatever? Soft reboot? All right.
I can see you're not entirely convinced.
Can you blame me? I can't shake the feeling that you're gaming the system.
Why did you stop being plenty?
Cheer 100. Where is his Spider-Verse body?
What you doing in that Escalade? You don't fit in that Escalade? How'd you get in that Escalade? Thanks for the bit.
The line was crossed.
Was he in the Kate Bishop Hawkeye show as well? I don't remember. Maybe.
It's hard to come to terms with a violent nature. Hating the power it has over us.
This city can't go unchecked.
Sometimes peace needs to be broken. The chaos must reign.
Somebody getting it. Like Frank Castle? Because I was like sitting here going like, when they gonna make a Punisher show? Like, because that existed, right? I feel like I 100% watched that. So like Castle?
Mind putting the hatchet down? I was raised to believe in grace. But I was also raised to believe in retribution.
I was also raised to finish those fights. Okay. All right. I did some of that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Is there anything at the end? No. Okay. So, few questions, because y'all know I got some feelings about a lot of the Marvel universe, everything going on, cinematic universe, whatever, with very specifically current stuff, right? So, like, I'm, first of all, tired of everything having to be a tie-in, and, like, people have argued, like, you don't need to watch everything, and I argue, if you don't watch everything in the way they come out, you're gonna get lost about things. Like, you just are. You're either gonna, and, like, yes, you could be the type of person that's like, that didn't make sense, but my brain's just not, I'm gonna forget that in 3 seconds, no worries. I'm the type of person that's gonna be confused the entire movie about who this character is that I'm apparently supposed to know because I didn't watch the series or whatever, right? That's just me personally. I would like it if this was its own standalone thing, except apparently it's a tie-in to the Netflix universe of the, like, the Daredevil and all that other stuff. At least the Daredevil one, but the Daredevil had a lot of crossover with the other ones, such as, like, the Iron Fist one, the Jessica Jones universe, etc. So, and I dropped those because, like, they stopped being good to me. Like, I don't know. I was kind of like, it's kind of like, I watched like 2 seasons of Jessica Jones. I don't remember how much of Daredevil I watched. I did watch at least 1 season of it. Iron Fist was a thing. I wasn't really into it. Then they had, like, the big crossover with all of them, and I was like, this is too much. I haven't seen Echo. 100% haven't seen that. Or She-Hulk. Miss Marvel, I watched 1 episode of and was like, that girly pop that got hit by that, like, fake hammer thing, she's dead. I don't know why she's standing up. She's dead. She would be dead. I did watch Luke Cage, some of Luke Cage. You can watch the whole Netflix collection on Disney Plus as well. There's only 3 seasons of Daredevil, 3 seasons of Jessica Jones, 2 seasons of Luke Cage, 2 seasons of Iron Fist, and 2 seasons of Punisher. I definitely didn't watch all of that. I mean, I know they're trying to force you to subscribe to Disney Plus by doing all this. My issue, it's not really an issue. What they've done is, like, I'm no longer going and seeing Marvel movies. I'm just not watching them. I'm not going to see them. I don't care anymore. I've checked out of this whole situation. And will probably remain checked out because, again, they want you to watch every single movie and every single show. And that is a lot of media you're insisting I consume to understand and see the full picture of everything that's going on. And I did that for a while, and now I'm just like, no, thank you. And you can argue, you don't have to. Yeah, I don't have to, but then I'm not going to understand some shit. Like, if I did not watch WandaVision, then that Doctor Strange fucking, like, movie would make no goddamn sense, because what fucking kids? Why does she suddenly have kids? Why is she evil? What is this book? Why is she so much stronger? Why does she have these powers? Like, if I didn't watch that television show, I wouldn't understand the movie. Like, that's a thing. I'm sorry. It's a thing. There's, a bunch more, kind of, but, like, I think one of the reasons I really, really, really liked Moon Knight, one, it's kind of like, the mystery of what is going on, really. I find those types of shows and, like, the way it is structured interesting. I like watching those. Also, it is standalone. I don't have to watch anything else to understand what's going on. It is not, like, clock. I'm so glad that they didn't do, like, apparently with Moon Knight, they were going to involve the Eternals. So it was going to be like Moon Knight with the Eternals in there or whatever. And they decided to not do that and to have Moon Knight be its own thing and the Eternals be its own thing. I am so glad for that. And I swear to God, if they're like Moon Knight season 2 and it's tagged into something else, I'm going to be pissed as fuck. I would just rather not have a season 2 of Moon Knight. I would rather Moon Knight not show the fuck back up if they're going to try to tie him in to some other fucking bullshit thing. Like, just do standalone stuff. Please. Like, not just, but like have standalone stuff that doesn't like interact with other things. That is not like required watching, right? Like, we have for example, we have a whole lot of like animated DC stuff. Animated Batman, multiple animated Superman, whatever. That kind of stuff. That they are standalone and they are only about whichever Batman and or Superman. And that is what I like. We had that as like the very beginning of like Marvel Cinematic Universe, right? Kind of before it got bought out by Disney, whatever. Where it was like a bunch of standalone movies. And yes, they were building up to like a big combined Avengers universe. That's fine. But that has now happened, right? Like it happened. And now your like writers aren't as good or something. I don't know. You're trying to force too many things. I don't know. This is a big pet peeve of mine. So I don't know. Maybe I can watch this. But again, I didn't watch all 3 seasons of DareDevil off Netflix, and I don't want to. I'm gonna be honest. Because like they started all getting tied into one another, and that every time there's like multiple series happening and they all end up getting tied into one another, I stop watching them. Because if you're gonna expect me to watch 3 different series plus concurrently, no thank you. I can watch other things. I'm sorry. I can watch other things that are standalone and it's just one series that I'm watching. Same thing happened with like the Arrowverse, quote unquote. They started interconnecting a lot and I was just like, cool, I'm out. This is too much, because I would come across episodes where something major would happen in a different series that I was not watching, and it would get referenced, or something important would happen in the series I was watching, and I just didn't have the context for it because I was supposed to watch this other series that I wasn't watching, and I was like, cool, I'm just not going to watch it anymore. That's fine. Like, I'm done. That's who I am as a person. Just sorry. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I will wait to see what reviews come out about it, I guess. See kind of like the vibe for it. We'll see. We'll see.